Woo! Wake up, wake up, wake up. All I can say is, brown brother, I love you. There is no one above you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true, cause you're my ooh, ooh, ooh. Woo! Rest in peace, Angie Stone. Yo, this is crazy. Like, when I heard it, I was like, wow, okay. I woke up in the middle of the night to the information or whatever, and I saw the video. First thing I did was post it, okay? And I just kept posting little shorts about it or whatever. But the Most High said, talk about it, right? But I didn't get around to talking about it. So I ended up seeing a video by Pastor Darby, from Pastor Darby. Y'all know I love me some Darby, okay? So I saw a video from Pastor Darby, and he was talking about the industry. You know, may he rest in peace. Y'all know he passed away in 2017. Some may have heard the story, whatever. I discovered him in 2019 during the pandemic, and he basically helped me throughout that time. Like, he was talking about stuff that no one else was talking about that was actually going on at that time. Okay, he was talking about stuff that was going on in the present, and he was already deceased. So you're not gonna tell me that this man is not anointed, right? Do I believe everything? Do I agree with each and everything that he says? No, but majority of it I do. And when I say majority, I would say 90% of what he's saying, I agree with. And this one was definitely one of them. He had a video about the industry. It was actually called Meet the Wizard, okay? So when it came across my, screen, my algorithm is off the chain, okay? Okay? Woo! I'm telling you. But anywho, so as I am anticipating on what to do and how to approach you guys about this situation, because it's way deeper than, what some people may think it is, okay? We're talking about the industry now. You have to remember that DMX spoke to you about the industry. Michael Jackson spoke to us about the industry. Left Eye spoke to us about the industry, like da 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 do 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 on and on and on. Like, this is like a never-ending song, okay? Never-ending story, okay? And for some reason, I don't know, people just keep falling into this system of the industry. I also came across a video from Bobby Hemmond as well, and I think I'm going to do a video on that one next. And that one was speaking about the frequencies in the music industry and why so many people from the industry get killed, and it's actually attached to a deity that they worship. Okay, it gets deep. But Darby also speaks about that too, like Meet the Wizard. Like, the wizard, he's telling you with some magic going on here. It's some trickery. It's some manipulation. Okay? And that's exactly what they did to her this whole time. They were just manipulating her. They were using her energy. Now, I told you guys about Loosh energy, okay? LOOSH. All this time, we thought they were talking about, give me the loot, give me the loot. No, they were saying, give me the loosh, give me the loosh. We have to start listening beyond the beats, y'all, beyond the music. You have to listen to the lyrics, because a lot of times they will distort the true meaning of what they're trying to say by abbreviating the word or something like that, or trying to switch it up. Like, if you heard the short that I made on Drake's song, I forgot the name of the song, but in that song he spoke about Pizzagate, right? And if you weren't listening good enough, you would have thought that he said piece of cake, but he didn't. He said Pizzagate. I'm not crazy. I know what I heard, and I played it over and over and over, and I'm like, did he just say Pizzagate? And everybody like, no, he's saying piece of cake. No, he's not. He's saying Pizzagate, okay? Because these people are involved in this game from the bottom to the top, okay? And the ones that are on top, the ones that are making money, the ones whose face you are always seeing on the screen is the ones who are involved, like, hand in hand with this organization. Okay, because that's all it is. It's an organization. They're an LLC. All right. We're being pimped. Well, excuse me, you guys, unfortunately, I hate to say it like that, but oh, I would have been being pimped too if I would have joined that game. But my spirit told me not to. And I'm pretty sure I told you about that story as well when Cheryl from Nickel City Records tried to sign me and I wouldn't sign because she wanted me to change my style, telling me that I was too young to be speaking the way I was speaking. And, maybe I was in her eyes, but I was speaking about what I was going through in my life. And even my mom got mad at me and was like very upset, like, well, why you didn't? I said, because she wanted me to change my style. My mom was like, okay, well, change your style. And I was like, no, because if I changed my style, then it just wouldn't have been right. It wouldn't have been me. Like, I wouldn't have been able to express myself. So now I'm taking a lot of my old stuff and presenting it now on my own. Like, I don't need a distributor. You understand me? I don't need a producer. I don't need any of that, right? You don't need any of that, right? We have the internet, damn it. You better utilize it. You got DVDs, you got CDs. I still got a burner. Quit playing with me. I'm not playing with y'all. Come on, you're going to find a way. We as people have to find a way. It's about entrepreneurship. But anyway, let me not get off the subject, okay? So I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys today about like what's going on in the industry and why our people are being killed like that, right? And basically Darby broke it down. Like, we're being sacrificed. They're being sacrificed by these people, okay? Because y'all signing contracts. Y'all signing contracts and y'all tying yourselves to certain things, like in Angie Stone's case or whatever. Like, she went a long time, y'all. A long time without getting paid. Like, it took 40 years for you to discover that you wasn't getting your royalties. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you probably said something in the meantime, in between time. But sister girl, you let it go on too long. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to say it like that. No disrespect at all, period. Because she said she was trying to line some things up. And, they were making it hard for her, too. I have to admit, they did witchcraft on her, okay? I don't have to be a tarot card reader or anything. Back in the day when all this shit happened, I said, it just wasn't right. It just wasn't something in my spirit said, okay, they broke them up because they did not want them spreading this black love in the community. Come on. He was talking about brown sugar. Brown sugar, babe. I get high off your love, don't know how to behave. Come on. They didn't want that. And like she said, they were madly in love at one point. A little age difference. But, whatever. It is what it is. Do I agree? No, I don't. Because I know if a 31-year-old chick come and my 19-year-old, I'm liable to, yeah. That to me was just not, age difference sometimes means a lot because of maturity level. And you know that women mature way faster than men. So she said that the industry got in the way and was like, oh, you're too old for him and blah, blah, blah. And in a way she was. You know what I'm saying? But they sent him to her. All of this was a setup to see what was going to happen. Was they going to be able to make a hit? Cause them to fall in love, to bring them up, just to crash them down. Come on. They came out with an album called Voodoo. Voodoo. Okay? Read in between the lines with that. So, we know what was at work here. Okay? Y'all gotta be, smarter than that. Read in between the lines. Somebody was behind that label being called that, though. And then after they put that label out, all hell broke loose. Voodoo up the wazoo was being used on her. They did ugly spells. They did sick spells. They did financial spells. They did. But she was a strong woman, right? And instead of her walking away as a woman of God, she had no business in that game anyways. And she learned early on in the game, I know she's smart. She learned early on in the game that game wasn't even for her, but she wanted it so bad that she did not use her discernment. She should have been out of that game a long time ago. And I'm going to tell you, if I was her, Machiavelli. If she's smart. You understand me? Because I did see a video where she posted that she was going to be at this gala. Come on now. And that's another thing, y'all. She was at a Masonic ball. A Masonic gala, right? They're all family. They all on. Like, I heard her speaking about some sororities, some shouting out her sorority sisters and things like that. Like I said, when you attach yourself to this Masonic world, making these unions with these people, you will have to pay up eventually. Okay? So I don't know if she was a part of any sorority, but I know I heard her shout out her sorority sisters. So, and then she went to a Masonic ball, Mardi Gras or whatever. Like, really? So come on now, you have to be smart. And then I saw a video before, I'm just watching all of these videos where she's like, oh, it's very disturbing. I don't tell, like I haven't been booking any acts or any shows or whatever because, she had got some disturbing news about them going to do something to her, right? And then I see that she posted a video and said where she was going to be that day. And then this happened. Like I said, if she's smart, Machiavelli, shout out Tupac. You understand me? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, though. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking nobody. All I'm saying is we got to read it between the lines and put this shit together. And then we can't be focused all our time on this either. You understand me? Because there's a thing called distractions. They know how to distract us. Because guess what? While this is going on, right? Doja or whatever the hell, Dodge, that's how they spell it to me, okay? However they want to pronounce it, okay? They've been doing some things, all right? Elon is doing some things. They got all these drones up in the sky, okay? And then they're saying that it is I have to look at it again, but it's basically like a illegal drone in the sky that they don't know who it belongs to and blah. I'm like, listen, come on. We got shit flying over our head. We got laws being passed and this, that, and the third, and then they want everybody to be sitting back worrying about these stars. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, I am very upset about what happened to her. But at the end of the day, right, we cannot let this consume all of our time because we are in a spiritual warfare. She was in a spiritual warfare. Okay? But she allowed herself to be pimped by this game. Okay? She allowed herself to be pimped by this game. Those people are nothing but a bunch of pimps, the Jews, as Darby will tell you. I might not even get across to post in the video, y'all. I'm going to just drop it in the chats, in the comments or something. Because, I don't know. It's like, it's deep. It's deep. And, it has to be a solution for this problem. Have you realized that most of the people who joined the R&B world were once church kids? I was a church kid. My great-grandparents was a church. Here he is. My great-grandparents was a pastor of Mount Olive Baptist Church, okay? He started off on Adams Street in Buffalo, right? I was a church kid. The game tried to get me, but I didn't go for it because they wanted me to change my style. But what I'm trying to tell you guys, and it's crazy, I just kind of realized that I wasn't the daughter of the pastor, but I was the granddaughter of the pastor. And I was very much involved in church. I didn't want to be, but I was. And I picked up a lot of my skills from church. My aunt used to play music by ear. Okay? And I'm so upset that I did not let her teach me. All right? I'm so busy trying to, you know what I'm saying? Listen, the devil was so busy trying to distract me from hearing the word, right? His distractions caused me to hear it even more. Come on, y'all. Listen, I cannot make this up. I can't make this up. And the only reason why I'm coming to y'all like this is because this is very important. We got to stop stepping in Satan's circles. You don't go to a Masonic party knowing that you have the leader of the Masonic order after you trying to kill you. Denying you your money. Come on. All of these people are of the same. And then she said something about Puffy saw her in the hallway coming off the elevator and he asked her to pray with him. He literally put hands on her. What? She was never supposed to do that. She was never supposed to do that. Do you understand me? Because spirits transfer from person to person. You have to know that. That's why you have to be careful who you lay with. Spirits transfer from person to person. So you have to be very careful who you lay down in that bed with, who you bending over for. You gotta be careful, baby, because guess what? You could get up and walk away with a spirit that you may not be able to shake off. Because you want to be a hoe. Ho, ho, ho. Yo. All I'm saying is, speaking of ho, 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 right? Check this one out. They want to celebrate Christmas with Santa / Satan sitting on his lap being a ho, ho, ho. Right? Playing the reindeer games and then wondering why they being slayed. Now y'all think about that one, okay? Yeah. For all of you who celebrate Christmas, and even the ones who don't. Because if you think about it, Satan, Santa, same person, nothing but trickery. They say the first lie that a parent actually tells their child is that Santa Claus is real. Santa. Who? Santa, Satan, Saturn. Come on now. Y'all better get it together, baby. But like I said, you want to play with the devil? You want to sit on Satan's lap and be a 304? You want to be a ho, ho, ho? You playing them reindeer games? And you're wondering why you being slayed, okay? Because you're joining in on the reindeer's games. You're dealing with a person who wants to know what everyone is, who claims he knows when you're sleeping, knows when you're waking. Yeah, because he got you under surveillance. That's how we know. So for all y'all who moving into these houses that the elites is giving you, that your producers is giving you, helping you find, and this, that, and the third, most of them are bugged and have cameras in them. You're being watched at all times. You can't even take over a certain amount of money out your bank account without the fucking what is it? The agents pulling up on you, asking you would you take all that money out the bank for? I done seen it. Okay, real shit. I don't even want to be a part of that game. Do you understand me? I'm more powerful outside of anyone's game than I am inside of it, right? This is why, at the end of the day, I didn't belong in that game, and I thank God that He saved me from that, because that shit would have went down a long time ago. You think Jaguar Wright? Woo! You think Jaguar Wright bringing him down, quote unquote, allegedly? I don't know, because I'm starting to get skeptical about her. Because first of all, to keep it real, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I did not hear her give a shout out, rest in peace to Angie Stone. You know what I'm saying? Who is the mother of Neo Soul? Who Neo Soul is Jag loves. Okay, and then but she made a statement about Angie being the mother of Neo Soul, and she was like, if Angie's the mother of Neo Soul, I'm the godmother. She had to throw herself in and let us know that she was the godmother of Neo Soul. Like, okay, you can put your own title on yourself. That's fine. I'm not taking that from you. But all I'm saying is it was just a little sus that she didn't shout her out. You know what I'm saying? And she never really talked about Angie Stone. If you really think about it throughout all this time, she had a lot of bad things to say about everybody else, right? But one thing I can say is she didn't have anything bad to say about Angie Stone. So this is why I know that Angie Stone seemed to be like a pure-hearted person who just got caught up in the wrong game, wrong place, wrong time, however you want to call it. And they used her. They used her until they couldn't use her anymore because she was brilliant. That's why they say a mind is a terrible thing to waste, right? But we have to be careful who we help. Do you know how many empires we help build for these people? And they shit on us after we build it? Come on, y'all. We got to stop building their empire and learn how to build our own. Real talk, y'all, because if not, this is how we're going to be treated throughout history. And stop joining in on their reindeer games. These organizations are not going to save you. If anything, they're going to cause you to lose everything. At the end of the day, you will lose everything. You're going to lose your children. You're going to lose your home. You're going to lose your car. Like, being in this game, you also have to make sacrifices. Some people sacrifice their children, and you never know if they probably wanted her to and she refused. Do you understand what I'm saying? Save the little arrogant bastard. See how arrogant her son was? Or is? Then he claimed she died on her birthday, right? And it says she did. So what's going on? What's really going on, right? The only thing that we can do, like I said, for every problem, there is a solution. The only thing that we can do is first and foremost pray for her family. And I send my condolences. I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but I'm going off of what I saw. I saw a Vlad TV video where the young man was just being very arrogant and disrespectful, especially for his mother to be there. He's talking about, oh, I get pussy, and oh, I got bitches. And I'm like, what does that have to do? Like, are you serious? He was very arrogant, and the way he was talking to her was very disrespectful. So, like, yes, automatically the first person to pop up in my mind once I heard, I'm like, sus. Very suspicious, especially after he, basically said, like, oh, she ain't no legend to me. Like, she just a regular. No, baby. No. I don't give a F who you are. Okay? You got some legendary parents. I don't care, baby. It's a certain way that you act in public for your home training, bruh. Come on, man. Very disrespectful with your big old self. Disrespecting your mother like that. She was a legend. Her music, like she said, will live on forever, even after you said, oh, you gonna die one day. I saw a video where he was like, oh, you gonna die one day. Whew, y'all, it's just too deep for me. Too deep. But this is to show you that not only was she targeted, her family was targeted, her love life was targeted. Like, they targeted her because she was a child of God, and she had no business in that circle, but she chose to stay in it because maybe that was all she knew. Maybe it was just a passion. Like, she wasn't using her discernment. She was supposed to walk away from that industry a long time ago, but she didn't. And in return, this is the result. It tore her family apart. She spoke about how her daughter resented her for leaving her and always being gone and blah, blah, blah. Grandparents raised those children. So they're resenting their mother for not being there, not understanding that mommy was working. Mommy put clothes on your back, food on the table. They didn't see that because children need love too. It's not just about the money, okay? And that's what our children was trying to tell her. It wasn't just about the money. We need you. We need you here because you don't know who touching me. You don't know who fucking with me. You don't know who, you understand what I'm saying? The protection. They weren't protected. And at the same time, she wasn't protected either in a sense. Don't get me wrong, God was protecting her, but he was protecting her to show her, to give her some discernment, to show her this is not where you're supposed to be. When they poisoned her the first time, okay, they gave her diabetes and sarcosis, and you know what I'm saying? She was going through all of this, and they tried to say she needed a kidney transplant. And she had, what was it? She went in the hospital for congenital heart failure, and I'm like, this lady endured a lot to maintain her position in this industry, okay? Because she didn't want to go out. First of all, she put a whole lot of work in, right? Did a lot of work for a lot of people, and she didn't want to go out as a nobody, you know what I'm saying? But that falls under looking for the approval, right? Or the acceptance of your peers, yo. I mean, because can't nobody, listen, I'm going to tell you, like, this is a lot of work that I put out here that I didn't get credit for, and I don't care. I don't care as long as I know the work got done. So sometimes it's meant for certain things like that to happen because the songs that she put out still touching our soul. Black brother, I love you. Come on. Who do you hear singing like that? What artists nowadays do you hear singing like that? None. And this is why they tried to destroy her, because they did not want that frequency in the air. They didn't want us loving our black brothers. They didn't want brown sugar babe. They didn't want us to know that he gets high off of our freaking presence.